New Mexico is known for its outstanding cuisine and cultures. Today, we're going to travel to New Mexico to bring you the foods of New Mexico. We'll be cooking a poblano pepper salsa with corn chips, a fantastic wild boar chili, and short ribs braised with coffee, and to top it all off with a red pepper polenta for a very special taste of history. Everybody has their favorite recipe for a good salsa. My salsa, however, is guaranteed the best. It uses poblano pepper, tomatillos, Roma tomatoes, a little bit of jalapenos for the extra heat, garlic and onion, and obviously the most important, cilantro. You can't make a good salsa without cilantro. And I'm serving it up with some corn chips. For my salsa, I use regular white onion. I have a couple of cloves of garlic. I'm just want to mash them up a little bit. You again want to chop it coarse, not too fine. If you go to the farmer's market or to a supermarket, you have seen tomatillos. You take the outer skin off. There we go. Look at that, they're gorgeous. You just take the core. All right. Then you just want to chop them down. Put the tomatillo in. Any tomatoes you can use. I happen to like plum tomatoes for that. And the reason for it, a little bit more fleshy, and I leave the seeds in. I really want the little acidity the plum tomatoes have in the salsa. It's also beautiful for color, obviously. So we're going to put like 3 tomatoes in there. That should do it. The poblano pepper has a lot of flavor, but the heat, the spiciness comes really from the jalapeno. Now jalapeno has about 80,000 Scoville units. If you like a lot of heat, don't take out the seeds. 2 jalapenos would be all I need, so I'm going to just cut them. And now we're going to do my favorite, the poblano. Lots of flavor. It almost has a natural smoky flavor into it. It's really beautiful. So you just take the bottom out, that's it. Just chop it up. Next I'm going to put a little acidity in it from 2 limes. This recipe would not work without cilantro, I'm sorry. If you want to make a salsa and you don't have cilantro, make something else. And this one over here, I'm going to cut really coarse. Don't use the stem, obviously, just the leaves. Here we go. My own personal twist in my salsa is a chive flower. And the reason chive flower, it has so much flavor. I have salt, got a good amount, and I really mean a good amount of fresh pepper, coarse ground. And you can use white pepper or black pepper, that would make a difference. The trick is that you don't want to grind it last moment. The flavor, the aroma comes right through it. All right? Now, you want to make sure to use a very good olive oil. And the reason you want the olive oil is the binder, and also it's actually preservative if you're not eating it all at once. So now you're going to mix it. What you want to do is just let it sit up for a while. And when it sits for a while, the salt will take the liquid out of the peppers and the tomato, and it gets the right consistency. The flavors out of this is unbelievable. Let me do a little taste. New Mexico, I love you. Beautiful, beautiful. Those peppers, the flavors, the combination. What a fantastic salsa. A good salsa needs a good chip to eat it with. And I'm just throwing this in the oil. It goes really quick, one by one. When you cook with oil, I recommend you only put 1/3 of the pot oil and have the other 2/3 exposed. So therefore, if something should boil over, it wouldn't set your kitchen on fire. Literally, it's like a minute. What I have here, actually, I have green chili from New Mexico. My son sent it to me, so I'm going to put some green chili in there, which normally you don't maybe have often the opportunity. This gives a tremendous amount of flavor. Let me try it on a tortilla chip. So much harmony in the different ingredients. And so New Mexico. Our next recipe is a black bean wild boar chili. But let's first visit a chili harvest in New Mexico.
You're not a native New Mexican if you don't have a spare freezer in the garage just for green and red chilies.
For nearly 1,000 years, chili peppers have played an essential role in the cuisine of New Mexico.
Earlier explorers in New Mexico had discovered that there was no chili here. So when they thought about settling the area, they had to have one of their favorite fruits, and that would be the chili pepper to spice up their food, which is pretty bland when you're talking about beans and corn.
Pepper gets grown over the world. Everybody has a pepper.
Right.
But nobody has a pepper quite like chili peppers down here.
There's a Vidalia, Georgia onion, there's a Palisades, Colorado peach, and there's a Hatch chili. Just a little better, a little more flavorful than anywhere else in the world. The Hatch Valley is a 28-mile valley along the Rio Grande River. Within this 28-mile valley, it's so special because there's as much as 15 to 20,000 acres of chili grown per year.
Standing in the actual field, you can't explain it. There's something about it just wants to take you in, isn't it?
My favorite time of the year and my favorite place on earth, the chili fields of southern New Mexico during harvest time.
Chili picking is an extended process. We do about 3 or 4 pickings throughout the season. The first time we pick, we're looking for a green chili, and we want a firm, big pod for green chilies. Later on, we let it turn red. We pick our chili like we're doing today for sun drying, and we pick our chili for some roasters. We also do a lot of chili strings.
Just remember, Walter, although we eat chilies as a vegetable, they're really a fruit.
You know, Dave, I've been here for a few days, and I can see how much pride and excitement people have for the chili peppers down here, and I can see why.
Yes, remember, chilies are also our state symbol.
Dave, you're the man.
Good to see you again, Walter.
I brought some of the dried chili back with me that come from a dried chili reed. I also have green chilies, chili paste. We're going to be very authentic today. The recipe that I'm making is something that would have been served on the wagon trails. They left the wagons from Mexico City to the holy city of Santa Fe. And if you make a black bean chili like that, it doesn't spoil on you because there's enough preservatives in the peppers to not make it spoil. So today I'm using a wild boar, which is obviously a relative of a pig. But those pigs were really feared in New Mexico, and still are today, because they love to eat the roots of the chili plants. And obviously you kill the root, you kill the plant. So the farmers not too thrilled about it. So I'm starting off with what you call a piece of the shank, which is the leg meat, which has the most flavor. What you want to do, you cut off the outer skin, like I'm doing here. And when the skin is trimmed down, cut it in a small dice. The next thing I'm going to do, you take the leg meat, which has the most flavor of all of the pork, and you just take it off the bone, like you see me doing here. I'm going to dice it up, like so. Any kind of size dice you want. I'm sure the more people in the wagon trail, the smaller the dice, so everybody got a piece of meat. The bones from the meat, what you do is you make a quick stock, because obviously these bones have a tremendous amount of flavor. I have a pot already on the fire. Make a really quick stock. Cut up some mirepoix, some carrots, a little bit of leek. Make sure it's nice and washed. Here's some leek in there. A little celery root. And you're going to add this into your bones. The bones, you just want to get a little blanch on it. It's not like making a gravy. It's just the stock you want to lay to the top of your chili. Here we go. Top it off with just plain water. The next step of this rather complicated recipe, I know, is fat back. Could be just from the rib cage of the animal. You're just going to cut a couple pieces like that. Big pieces. So one of the things that makes that recipe so unique is that it uses black beans. Black beans were easy to be maintained. So what I'm going to do, I have a pot here. I'm just going to put the fat back in it. Some garlic. I got some onions I already chopped. So the black beans have been soaked overnight. If you wouldn't soak them, they would never get done. I got a couple bay leaves in here. I'm going to throw in a jalapeno for extra flavor. So I have my stock already, I strained it out. I add the stock into the beans. Salt, pepper. some little oregano from New Mexico, which is one of a kind. Put it in there, and now it goes on the fire. So this could take up to an hour, depending how much fire you got for them beans to be cooked. But it's all seasoned, ready to go. The flavor is ready. So actually, this is only one of the steps of this complicated recipe. Because now we're going to cook the pork. Then later we add it together with the beans, the sour cream, and we're ready to eat. How's that? Now it's the pork that I trimmed down earlier. Salt, good amount of pepper in here. You want to sear the meat really, really good. Right back on the fire. In the meantime, my beans are cooking away. When it's seared and brown on both sides, then I'm add the beans that are already pre-cooked into the pork and cook the whole thing together. But before I do that, I want to show you quick how in the 18th century or even today, people were very frugal and wouldn't waste anything of the animal. So I have a spider getting warm, and you saw me earlier cutting down the skin. Now if you want to make this at home, you want to put it in a pan, you want to add little water into it to render the fat out without burning it. There we go. Now this one over here is seriously cooking, just the way we need it. Look here. Once it's brown, which is really soon, then we add the black beans into it. We already cooked. It's just a matter of flavoring the chili powder. It gets a little garlic right now, and then later we're going to finish it and obviously eating it. So I got some garlic already chopped in there. And nowadays they would use tomato paste, but I'm a purist, so no tomato paste here. I have some gorgeous chili powder from New Mexico, put it into it. So now I'm going to take the pork to the landing. That rocks already. I'm going to put a pinch of the New Mexico oregano in here, and now I'm going to reach over with a little salt because the beans maybe not salty enough. Cumin, not too much cumin, you don't want to overdo it, but that's much cumin. Here we go. Pepper. Then I reach over to the black beans that are cooked. Add the black beans in here. All right. You may wonder why I make such a big pot of chili. You got a lot of people in our walking trail that we got to feed. So the tomatoes I ate last moment. Beautiful. Everything is in harmony. All I got to do is add the green chili into it, a little bit more of the chili paste. Beautiful. Now I'm just going to serve it up in this beautiful terracotta platter. And now what it's going to get is some sour cream, a little bit of my world-famous chai flowers in here. Now the crocklin that we cooked earlier, the skin, around the outside of the dish. We tried it here. Oh, New Mexico, we're the best. I stopped by El Pindo to see how this family-run restaurant has been preparing hatch chili peppers for over 70 years. Let's see how the chili actually gets prepared by fire roasting it. Mexico, baby.
Bingo, that's how we do it. Okay?
You peel it off nicely. Good flavor. Thanks, Ronnie. Let's go cook. What do you have next up your sleeve?
Well, what I did is I brought Maria out here today to show us how to make our chili rellenos, which is a stuffed green chili with cheddar cheese. And then what we do is we just wrap it like that, okay? And what Maria's doing is she's battering the chili relleno, and what she's going to do is she's going to set it in the oil that's 350 degrees. The batter is egg yolk, egg white, and flour, beaten with the wire whisk so it becomes fluffy. And notice how they float. We're going to finish these off on the cast iron skillet, okay, for another couple of minutes.
So basically what you do also, the grease comes out of it as well one more time.
Right. Let them crisp to a golden brown.
Yep.
A little cheese comes out, and that's when you know they're done.
I can see it.
Look at that.
Oh,
Beautiful.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Chef, here's the
Yep.
finished product.
There's a lot of steps involved. It seems like a very simple recipe, but a lot of love involved. You got to roast the peppers, you got to peel them, you got to stuff them, you got to make the batter.
And that batter, you got to use it immediately. If not, it falls.
There's only one word: spectacular.
We're making one of our famous side dishes, which is cavalecitas, which consists of zucchini, summer squash, slivered onions, and roasted corn, which we have right here, okay?
And chili.
And green chili. Fresh roasted green chili from Hatch, New Mexico. That's the way we love it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna caramelize the corn and the onions, okay?
Get the sweetness come out of
Yeah,
it.
get the sweetness out of the corn and the onion. We're gonna add our gavalacitas, which is a summer squash, and zucchini, Celtic sea salt, which we use in all our dishes here. So what we're doing is sauteing the zucchini, a little bit more sunflower oil, some pepper, and all our other ingredients.
And the corn is roasted before, right?
The corn is
Then
roasted
cut up.
before.
And then the green chili, last moment.
The last moment, because it's already cooked, so we could just chop that up if we like. Oh, perfect. And we just throw that in there. And that's the final product right there.
Let me get a piece of that.
Okay.
It's fresh, and the flavors come right through it. You know what it tastes like? A lot of heart.
Thank you. Corazon.
Corazon, see?
There you go. All right, gracias.
I'm sure seldom you've seen something like that. It kind of looks, what is it, right? It's actually a short rib. But what I do with my short rib, I cut it very different. In other words, this is a short rib that has 3 ribs. The way I cut it into a strip, I expose the bone, and then I tie it up like that. All the reason I'm doing this for is for a spectacular presentation. There is really no benefit of the flavor or anything like that. So don't drive your local butcher crazy, because you can just use a regular short rib. You don't have to follow this routine. Any short rib. However, if you buy a short rib, try to buy a choice or prime, because it takes much longer, it's much more flavor. As you can see the marbling in there, look at them. Now it's just beautiful, beautiful eating. So all I gotta do now is put a lot of salt and pepper on there, and a good amount of salt and pepper, because remember you have a lot of meat there, and the amount of salt you're gonna need it to penetrate the meat to give you the right flavor. Good amount of pepper. I have a dachi on the fire. Dachi down. Can also put some schmaltz in it, but oil will work. And I'm gonna just take those ribs, the throat, and sit them in here. The most intriguing part when researching this recipe, not unusual for me because I know how expensive coffee was and still is by comparison, is those ribs get deglazed with leftover coffee. And this is interesting. And I would assume that in the wagon trails in the Southwest, where cooked coffee was left, well, they would just put it in there. All right. Now it goes back on the fire. And now I'm going to put all the ingredients in that it needs. Garlic over here, squeeze them down. Some tomatoes, same thing here. We're just going to really coarsely. And then I have some regular green peppers, or bell peppers you would call them. And all this is disintegrated, just makes a beautiful sauce. Now, if you like it hot, jalapeno in there. We'll take the seed out. Any pepper you want to put in there, be perfect. Same thing. Just goes right through. Now I'm going to put in some of the fire roasted chili from New Mexico, plenty. You can use 2 ways. You can rub it, but I found that if you rub the meat before, it has a tendency to burn really quickly. I got some sugar. Cane sugar would be good, or brown sugar, perfect for that. Cane sugar or brown sugar, there we go. I'm gonna have some of the oregano, the Southwest, which has a complete different flavor, believe it. And I have the red pepper sauce, that is the red pepper that's roasted in the open fire, and then afterwards just pureed. There's no additives, no nothing into it, it's just the pepper itself. Don't forget my cumin here, a little cumin in here, not too much. Beef stock is a simple beef stock. You can actually literally buy some store-bought beef broth with work. There's so much flavor in there between the meat of the bones, the short rib, the different ingredients we just add into it, just like so. And all we're gonna do now is take that and put it in an oven. When it comes out of the oven, we want to check it for salt and pepper. We're going to chop some little cilantro in it, and we're ready to eat. Remember, everything can be very coarse because this will take now at least an hour at like 400 to 425, depending on the quality of the meat. And then we're ready to eat. Let me see, an hour and a half, an hour to an hour and a half. It really depends how good your short rib is. Well, that looks fantastic. The way you serve that is, you're going to take, You want to make sure you take the string off. Here we go. And then you want to make sure that your meat is properly cooked. When it is. Southwest cooking, I just love cilantro more than parsley, which I normally use. But cilantro is just more rich in it, more flavor. With cilantro on it, on the side like that. And I can even detect a little bit of the coffee I put in earlier. But it's really, really delicious. And the meat needs no explanation. To go along with this dish, I recommend a red pepper polenta. It's straightforward polenta, but it gets some red pepper paste and chopped up red pepper under, a little bit of cream, a little bit of butter. Fantastic. There's got to be a million, if not more, recipes for grits. It was a big favorite in the 18th century, still is today all over the Caribbean. It's served all over because it comes together quick, has a lot of nutrition to it. Now, the one we're making today is a red chili polenta. It has butter, it has cream, it has white wine, it has red chili, and it has a red chili paste, parsley and sage. Very unique recipe, comes really quick together, and I recommend to eat it with the short ribs. So I have a Dutchie on the fire, and all I want to do, bring it over here, my landing. The amount of butter you put in is how much flavor you want. The more butter, the more flavor, the more calories, but who's counting, right? I have some sage, chop a little bit. I know my Native Americans would not approve of that. They think I should never chop the spice, I should just pull it, but here I'm going. I have the grits, pre-measured already. I have heavy cream. Heavy cream, some white wine. The red chili paste. And I have some roasted chilies already chopped. I got some parsley chopped. Add it in right now. I want to put salt and pepper. And then basically I'm going to take it on the fire, add chicken stock, stew it up to the right consistency, and serve it up. All right? Make sure I get my pepper in here. Okay. And now I'm going to add in chicken stock, or any stock would work for the matter. And again, you want to be careful with the stock, especially if you're not familiar with exactly what corn meal that you use. If you have a good stock, the better the stock, the better your grits. The better the ingredients, more butter, more cream, the more flavor you get in your grits. All right, I'm going to garnish it with a little bit of sage, and now I'm going to do it just, since I have the golden chili, I'm going to drizzle a little bit of the red chili paste over it. Sprinkle a little parsley on top. I got to taste my handiwork, because I'll tell you one thing, that is one serious red pepper polenta, and how ideally it goes together with my coffee braised short ribs. Unbelievable. New Mexico, nobody has nothing on you.